right. Hello, everyone. We are live on YouTube for the first time, testing this as a new platform. But we are with the Kong tribe once again. Um, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with Eric. Eric, I know this is kind of. I would even classify this as a luck-based challenge. There's some strategy involved, but but sometimes luck. There's always gonna be a luck-based challenge in every game. And sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it don't. So what would you say the current vibe on the tribe is?
We're all pretty after the challenge. We're all pretty disappointed, especially not just it wasn't just a loss. It wasn't just like a second straight loss. It was also the fact that we got off such a great start of the challenge. It seems like kind of seems like we were cooking and cruising there for a minute, and then when it's a loss, it's bad enough, but when it's one that you really thought you were gonna win, it hits even harder. So that was that was the vibe right after the challenge. And honestly, this last 30, 35 minutes or so has been, the vibe of the tribe has been kind of weird. Like, a couple names flying around and people fairly non-committal on where they want to go. So it's one of those things where, like, one of those votes where I think everyone kind of has an idea of where it's going to go, but no one's 100% sure.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Katrina, at this stage of the game, what's the biggest factor for you as far as the vote goes?
Oh man, I thought we were talking about since I still haven't done drag, but I mean, lately, but no.
Is that a sign? Is that an omen there right now?
But no, I do drag. I'll probably get voted out. No, I mean I was doing it at the beginning, but I've just been so busy lately. For me, I guess the biggest factor for the vote.
Yeah. At this stage of the game, final
I
15.
want us to be in unity, but at the same time, I don't know if that's what's gonna happen at the vote. I think maybe, but I don't know because it's like Eric said. What he said is what I've got. That's the gist of what I got tonight. So nobody seemed like, or everyone was like, "Oh, I don't really want to do this, and I don't want to do that." I think we just all don't want to come here anymore. We're kind of over it.
Well, it's
I don't
something.
know. I was starting to think that you guys would like to come here.
Yeah. Dom, as Dan gives me the middle finger, but Dom, does unity matter at this stage? Top 15, soon to be 14. Obviously, things like merge start to get thought of at this point. Does it matter if a tribe's unified?
It matters to some, it doesn't matter to some others, I guess you can say. Everybody has their own type of way they want to play this game, their own kind of relationships and people, and it depends what you want to prioritize. Do you want to prioritize people that are close to them, or do you want to prioritize, oh, I want to be as level as level of field or on the same playing field as everyone else, so I don't stand out, so I don't really become a target. Um, Especially in the coming merge, I know once merge hits, everyone's gonna be on their seat, not knowing what's going to happen, and they don't need to have like stories of them doing things and pre-merge haunting them. It depends. It really depends. For me, it's a bit of both, honestly. But I'm just here to benefit as much as other people's game as I am my game. I think that's just how you play Survivor. You play Survivor almost as a team game rather than as a solo game.
Okay.
But that's just how I
Yeah.
like to take a look at it.
Melissa, my next question for you. Personally, when I play Survivor games, this is the stage of the game I am the most scared. I am the most mentally drained. I am in complete paranoia mode. Why? Because the merge is right around the corner. Jury's right around the corner. And usually if you can make a merge, make a jury, you can be like, at least I did that. To be taken out before is like, that's heart crusher. I've been on that side. I've been cut right before a jury. How does that paranoia, do you think that paranoia exists on this tribe? And if so, like, how does that impact the vote and the decisions being made?
I mean, not really sure. good person to have on the jury because I'm not bitter. Like I hear everybody out in their speeches. If you played like a snake, you could get my vote as long as you own that at the end, you know. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I answered your question.
I think you kind of did, yeah.
Yeah, everybody hates not making it to jury. Y'all, don't vote me out to the jury.
You know, my first game, I actually remember telling an ally, and I was actually me trying to blindside Season 2 alumni Haley, who worked with Dan in Season 2. And then Haley blindsided me. So sometimes it just ends up the other way. Josh, I'm going to turn to you. You came back into the game. You got some votes last night. Do you feel you've been able to really ingratiate yourself in this tribe? Or do you still kind of feel like an outsider as someone who kind of came back into the game?
I feel like I'm getting a grasp on it, but at the same time, there's always that looming thought of, oh, he just came back, so easy vote to be judged. And I think the play from last trial proved that, but I know.
Dan, in an all-star season, you know, Josh is mentioning, oh, maybe I'm an easy vote tonight. Maybe that's, do you take easy votes if they're, or do you, as an all-star, shoot for the moon? Maybe try and make a big move?
I mean, I think every round, all-star season or not, you try to realize, like, who you're working with and try to make the best move for yourself and the people that you're working with. So it could literally go either way, but the decision that's made is made for a reason. So
okay. And Grace, sitting there in the darkness, that's not an omen. She just doesn't have power. But what are you basing your vote on tonight?
I guess relationships that I've built and who I've talked to.
Okay.
Who I feel comfortable with.
All right. Tony Slater, Valdo, any questions?
with the merge in mind, when is the time in your mind to make a move? Also, we haven't seen an idol played yet.
It's true.
Outside of Josh's camera, that was based.
Yeah, it kind of was an idol.
I don't think anybody wants to answer your questions later. Everybody.
I'm thinking you're right, Don.
Rude.
It was mostly rhetoric.
No takers on that one.
Sorry.
Any other questions?
Who's heard their,
Oh, go for it, Tony.
who has heard their name tonight?
Melissa.
Just
I can't tell if Grace has. She's in the dark. Maybe literally, maybe figuratively too. I don't know. We'll find out. That's not
I
implied.
would have missed this time.
Oh. All right. Any other questions?
Oh, that was so funny.
You know. All right. Players, are there anything else that anyone wants to say or play before we go into a vote? All right. It is now time to vote. If you could please put your parchment in your confessional. If you've already voted, please bump it so we can see it, and we will count the votes. I'll be back. All right, I have the votes. If folks can come back on camera. I don't know where Dom went. His chair's there, though. There he is. There he is.
I promise I'm back on camera.
We'll see. It's tough to tell. All right. At this time, if anyone has any hidden immunity idols or advantages that they would like to play, now's the time to do so. All right. I will acknowledge an advantage was played. Melissa played the Tanuki statue. I will bring that up for y'all just so y'all can see it. The Tanuki statue can be played during Tribal Council. Allows you to negate up to 2 votes cast against you. So up to 2 votes cast against Melissa will not count. Anyone else? I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the person getting voted out will just have just a couple seconds to say their goodbyes. We'll put them in the waiting room for an exit interview. I'll read the votes. First vote, Melissa does not count. Josh. It's 1 vote, Josh. Josh. That's 2 votes, Josh. Josh. That's 3 votes, Josh. And the next person voted out of Survivor Primetime, Season 6 All-Stars, Josh. Josh, 4 is enough tonight. The tribe has spoken.
Good job. Thanks.
Josh, we loved having you. We loved that you came back into the game. Sad to see you go right back out, but we got a couple days more. But we really did enjoy having you. We've enjoyed having you since you first played back in Season 2, and we'd love to have you again sometime.
Call me up.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to put you in the waiting room now. All right. Everyone else, Josh was out. You seemed united. Will you stay united? We'll find out, especially knowing what's coming up. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night. And YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We will be back Wednesday. We are not doing a live challenge. We'll be doing a live-ish challenge, which I'll tell the players later tonight. Thank you so much, and we'll see ya.